What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. We're in the archives, and we're getting ready to face something that I think you're gonna get a kick out of. So suddenly everything's flooded and the shadows all over the walls. And you can hear splashing behind you. And sure enough, something is coming towards us. We flip that lever, and it's an invisible monster that can attack you while you're on top of a crate. So we have a timed gate to get through while being chased by this invisible water-lurking monster. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, get up, get up. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let me go and refill that for a second. There are, little dissected parts of a body here. There are limbs and a torso on these crates. You can use these limbs to distract the monster that's in the water. We got a sneak preview of this thing earlier on in the laboratory when we were mixing the chemicals through the through that open grate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try, might have to get in the water for a second, to stay on top of the crates where it can't get to me. I'm gonna keep it distracted by throwing meat in the water. Because after that last section, the last hall, we have another one, and we have a valve puzzle this time. But I'm on top of a box, so I should be safe. Sometimes, very rarely, they can push the box out from underneath you. As long as you're not in the water, you're safe. But it is freaky as hell, having this thing splash around totally invisible. Good, that should give me a clean break for the door. And that's not an exit door. That thing's still gonna follow me, so I'm gonna slam it behind me. It can break through eventually, but for now I'm good to go. So we'll get that hollow needle, and that's what you use as a lockpick to open up this locked door to the archive tunnels. Ooh. We're not out of the woods with those things yet. They're called Kaernks. Kaernk, I think. Which is an anagram for Kraken. Those are the scariest enemies in the game, and they don't come up too often. I think this is our last encounter with them, unfortunately. First and last. And one is... oh, shit, the barrel. This is just a straight-up chase sequence. God. The noise of the shadow roaring and the splashing behind you freaks me out. If you're fast enough, don't even bother shutting the door behind you. It'll slow it down, but it can take up your time too. I'm just gonna go for it. Come on, Daniel. Good. Back hall. Oh. That still freaks me out. Invisible monsters. Shit. They're... weirdly enough, as freaky as they are, they're also the only killable monster in the game. I'm not exactly sure how, but you can find a way to, like, bash a crate or a barrel against it until it dies. And then we come to one of my favorite hub rooms in the game. That is the way to the ascending room and the machine room. That's what we'll save for last. This fountain, though, with the legs sticking out of the water, baby's head vomiting in the water from the fountain, and this centipede or spinal column-like thing coming out of the fountain, protruding like that. It's weird because this music is so safe and calm, but that is a horrific statue. So we'll come up into the guest room first, because this is actually Daniel's room in the castle. And this place has been ransacked by the servants. But it's also one of the most brightly lit rooms in the game, so it seems safe enough for now. Horrible looking bugs crawling all over. Laudanum again. Laudanum, I think, is a tincture of, like, liquefied opium. and it serves as a health item.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Yeah, Herbert's probably not doing so well. Oh, you can actually pull the drawers out in here. Let's see. Ah, there's a crowbar. And tinderbox. We'll take both of the, gotta be closer. There's a note, and also if you touch the bed, I think you get a flashback.
Daniel? What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
So Daniel sought out Alexander's help to escape the nightmares after he found the orb. To escape the shadow.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
So Herbert recovered the orb after the chamber that it was in drove all of his men and Daniel's men in the expedition mad, and Daniel's wondering, where in the hell did he get this orb, and what have I been trying to piece together in my room? Holy shit, I'm actually really getting into this story.
The key. Please, let it be here.
Alright, that's just your little hint that the key is somewhere inside this room.
Fourth of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
The orb pulled itself together without any need for the tar.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Oh, I thought I took this painting off already. So here we have the key. We'll drop that and smash the bottle and grab the key. This is the key to the machine room, but we're still not going back there. There we go. Is it not gonna spawn? I know, I remembered this, oh, there it is, shit. For a second I thought it wasn't spawning. Yeah, I just happened to remember that one. Because that's the first time in the game that you have to hide inside a closet. Because it breaks the door down. My sanity's doing okay, though. I wonder if I lit my lantern in here, if he could see the light through the cracks and pull me out. I'm not gonna try it, but... because my sanity's probably gonna go down pretty quick in the dark in here. Okay. I heard the door in the other room open, so... should be safe to come out. Either way, I'm still gonna be cautious about it. Slowly open this and peek out. Okay. Oh, and it opened the other closet. I think. I can't remember if that was open or closed. Ooh, maybe I'm starting to go, maybe I'm starting to get a touch of the madness. Sir William Smith. Okay, and we'll come across the balcony to Alexander's personal study. And I think these two rooms, side to side, are, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in either of these rooms. I'm gonna check them out either way, though. Explore every room. Still crystal clear. Being real stingy with the tinderboxes and lanterns. Oh, here we go. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Vaya. That name is going to be important. I found one of the orbs I've been looking for. As inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. I don't know what that is. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I like that line. He was staying in a village called Altstadt. It was the most important discovery in my life, but it's also become my greatest fear. Something chased him out. It was the guardian of the orb that chased him. This is what the shadow is, by the way, the guardian of the orb. I made my way to a nearby ravine. The shadow killed the fisherman there, and he felt relief because he thought that the shadow might confuse them for him, or it might have bought him time. Yeah, relief. Blue shimmering light engulfed me, colors washed away. I could hear bleeding screams in the distance. Pain and fear overtook me. He collapsed. The guardian took the orb, and then he came to miles away across the Alps. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa wrote that, probably to Alexander. It was to his dear friend and mentor. Yeah, and Alexander's apparently quite interested in those orbs. So yeah, a little more in the rooms than I thought. I was thinking more along the lines of oil and tinderboxes, but hey, there's one tinderbox in that chest. So not complete waste. Tinderboxes are much more... Oh, wait a minute. I can hear dogs periodically howling. Whining. Yeah, there's a reason for that. And it's a pretty morbid one. Bloody hammer, or a hammer in a pool of blood.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw. But I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Oh, the most gruesome part of that is when he says he should have sharpened the saw. He was using a dull saw to cut these dogs' heads off. Oh, shit. Agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seem to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It's difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There's an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. Ugh. Only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. Yeah, this is him being a lot more explicit about his practice of torturing people and animals to extract living essence vitae from them. Holy shit. This is where it gets pretty sobering and heavy and macabre. Yeah, understanding locomotion, the human skull, the canine spine, jaw, all this stuff. Whew, that's real heavy. More diagrams or anatomical diagrams. And it's not just that he's torturing them, he's figuring out how he can inflict maximum terror in them. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's why you hear all the dogs barking. So I've been skipping by this window, skirting by it pretty carefully, because when you come near it, it cracks. And if you give it a couple taps, or if you try to throw something through it, if you're really mean, you could throw the severed dog's head through it. Yeah, nice look at the castle outside, with the low draw distance in the fog. Very Silent Hill out here. Silent Hill 2 in particular. That was one of the game's big influences, actually, which I'll talk more about momentarily when I think I have a couple minutes between flashbacks and notes. This is another memory vessel, though. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I've done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. So we have a little conflict going on between Agrippa and Agrippa's dear friend and mentor, Alexander, because those are Alexander's memories encased in those capsules, and we're starting to get hints at Alexander's otherworldly nature. Then again, we got a pretty big one when we found out that he's apparently an immortal. And the whole reason we came out here was for this, the flow cycle rod. And this is just describing how you need to insert the rods in the machine room. It's pretty self-explanatory. You'll get a better look when we get to it. I want to talk more about the game's influences, though, since we're in full-blown dark, macabre, horrific shit mode right now, with the torturing of animals and people alike. I talked a lot about the Lovecraftian influences that Frictional draws from a lot. And Silent Hill 2 is another big one, obviously, but there's one that I've kind of left out, and I think it's really interesting because it's, this influence is from a horrific real-world facility that was operated, oh shit, and the shadows making the trees collapse and covering the trees. I don't like this first-person platforming either. This facility called Unit 731, which was operated in Japan during World War II. It's the root of a shocking, terrible number of war atrocities that took place. They carried out biological warfare testing there, and they did it on live human experiments, and thousands of people were mutilated, tortured, disfigured, and killed in these experiments. They basically took Chinese and Russian POWs, and citizens, even civilians too, a lot of civilians, and they sent them to Unit 731 for experimentation. And they infected people with these horrible diseases, and then they cut them apart live to view the effects on their insides. They created germ warfare bombs there. Every horrible thing that you can do to someone was done there. The sickest, most twisted methods of torture and just gruesome, grisly stuff. They made bubonic plague bombs. They weaponized the plague there. They caused massive outbreaks of lethal, disfiguring diseases. It was a grim period in history. Shiro Ishii, actually, the guy who ran the experiments, along with a lot of his underlings, were given immunity from war crime trials because he traded his data that he collected there from the experiment. Oh shit, grunt. Yeah, he traded the data from his experiments. And it was mainly the U.S. who objected to actually having them prosecuted for war crimes. Even though a lot of nations were complicit in accepting the data, and yeah, not a great period for humanity. It's all pretty atrocious stuff, but the core part, I think, abducting and torturing people in this terrible, macabre experimentation, I think is the influence that it gave here. Boy, that got really, really dark. One more thing on that, as we delve deeper into storage. We're not really in the shit gets real part of storage yet, so got some time. There's a movie I saw a couple years ago. Oh, wait. Oh, this is just a hint about the explosives. Yeah. Okay, we're good to go here. Just handle the explosives with care, and it's giving you the hint that there are vats in the room that we just came from, the main hub room in this area, where you can get the ingredients for the explosives you need to clear a pile of rocks out of the way further in. What was I saying? Oh, I saw this movie years and years ago that my brother lent me. It's called Men Behind the Sun, and it's about Unit 731, and it is a great, horrible, gruesome portrayal of what went on there, and it is the hardest movie I've ever watched. It's the hardest to sit. It's the hardest movie to sit through that I've ever watched. It's not for the weak of heart or the weak of stomach, but gripping nonetheless. If you're interested in this kind of thing, check Men Behind the Sun out. Okay, we're still missing a part of this, I think. So one of the vats is over there. I was busy talking about Unit 731. Too busy to bring this up, but there's the final drill part. The area that we're in, the storage room. I know I can reach that. Is one of the, well, you'll see, it's one of the more dangerous parts of the game until we get really, really far in. So now that we have the completed hand drill, we can tap into this first vat, lay down our pot that we still have, and it's partially filled. Remember, there were multiple ingredients for this little potion. That's a lot of what the puzzles revolve around, and every descending hub area is creating some kind of potion. We're on, what, our second or third one now? And there are 2 or 3 left. There are about 4 grunts in this area. They spawn and patrol, I believe, semi-randomly. So it's really dangerous down here. And it's also incredibly dark and terrifying.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
So that's Daniel's memory of some girl being dragged down here. And we can hear, her cries deeper in. This is what we need the explosive for. What we just did all that legwork for. But it has to be disturbed. That was our other hint. So we'll throw a rock at it and be nowhere near it when it goes off. That clears the way for the deeper part of storage. I'm still crystal clear. This is a freaky ass part of the game. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, there's no way for you to fight back, and that's the key thing about this. There's no combat. So you're totally helpless. And it uses almost nothing but atmosphere and sound design and occasional jump scares to get inside your head and just freak you out. Really helps the terror of it hold up a lot better than I thought it would.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Also, the reason I'm putting my lantern down during those flashbacks is you don't lose sanity while you're in a flashback or while you're experiencing that memory. So you could conserve a little bit of lantern oil that way. I know there's tinderboxes around here. So stingy with these. I'm not even using them that much. No! Holy shit. The fucking loud stabbing sounds startled me. So remember, these are Daniel's memories, these flashbacks, and that was the sound of the girl who's been begging the whole time being Oh, I forgot that was gonna happen. That was the sound of that girl being stabbed. Or Daniel, maybe? But, what did you do, Daniel? Oh, there's one rod in the study if you need it. It's just another little hint. Since you only find 2 of the rods in this room and you need 3. It's nice that they leave these short, sweet notes around. That always triggers one of the grunts. So now I just have to kind of bide my time. Yeah, this game is still on a repeat playthrough, still scaring me at times. I've been feeling pretty tense the whole playthrough. Storage room especially is freaky. Frictional. Okay, it's not around the corner. I think it's that. No, I'm good to go. That's weird. The grunt usually... Fuck. If it's right there... No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Oh, shit. The grunt usually patrols a little bit more aggressively. I guess he just didn't, like... Ah, hell. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. No? Oh, okay, look at that ass. Holy shit, how did he not see me? I'm not complaining, but... Shut that behind me. Fuck. The problem with this, though, is since he took so long to patrol, this is what I mean when I say his patrol path is semi-random. I figured he would come up to the door, bash it in, I could hide, and then he would just go away. He took a lot longer patrolling this hallway than I thought. I'm too much of a pack rat to not explore these rooms. So hopefully he doesn't come back. Oh shit. That noise, I think it means... No? Apparently he doesn't know I'm here. Okay. Cool. cool. Fuck! I thought that was him. I think it's the shadow roaring. Oh, that's definitely one of them, though. Oh, God. It's right around the corner, too. Does he see me? Ah, shit. Can I get away, though? No, he... Oh, he missed his swing. He could still catch up to me, though. I'm just gonna book it. Just gonna book it. I'm making, like, a lot of bad decisions here in the storage room, and it's not the place to be making them. Can I get out of here without taking... Like, he can't kill me at this point, because I have to get hit twice. Oh! Oh! Alright, back to relative safety with very low sanity. Yeah, oof. Not the place to be making those bad decisions. I got lucky twice.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
And the water in the fountain is now fouled with blood from the shadow, and there was also a corpse on top of the limbs of the statue sticking out. I think that's a statue that was sticking out of the fountain, the legs.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
That's a really, really cool detail. Like, Daniel marveling over the fact that he is an elevator. They didn't have to add that line in at all. They could have just left that alone. They didn't have to call attention to that, but they did. That's a really, really crazy detail. Like, they actually realized when the elevator was invented, so they wrote that part in. Like, the elevator would have been... The invention of it would have been just about brand new around this time that the game takes place. Holy shit. I appreciate that. Oh, almost missed the second tinderbox.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
That's probably because you are. Alright, so... I believe the deal here is that you need to make both the lower and upper parts come out to 8, so... Oh wait, that's 3 and 3. That's not gonna work. But if I take this one down and put the middle lever up... Wait a minute, because the bottom ones are different too. 3 and 5, and then... Oh, I can do 5, 2, and 1. So I'll put that one down and that one down. The flow is even and stable. Yeah, both sides have to equal 8. I mean, not both sides have to add up to 8, but both the upper and lower portions have to be set at 8. You know what I'm talking about. I'm over-explaining that. The machine room, even though you think of it and you go like, yeah, something messed up is going to happen down here. It's actually totally safe. You're not in any danger down here. But you feel like it because of the sound design. Oh, I thought that was one of Daniel's notes. No, that's just giving you another hint about the rods and what you're supposed to do here. But simple enough. You have a flow cycle rod, like a circle. You have a trinity rod, and then... What's this one? The 4-phase. So 4, square, trinity, triangle, cycle, circle. And you just put them in the right order.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle." Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
So Daniel is being driven mad by the orb, and he can't sleep because of these nightmares of indescribable voices that he's been having. So next up, we'll get the cogs from this room. We'll toss them down the stairs. There's a third one, but I think it's in the room we're heading towards. We're not done fixing the machinery yet. We're fixing all this stuff, by the way, because the elevator's broken. So that's our long-term puzzle of this hub room. I really like the way the levels flow. You always have a long-term goal, and then a bunch of side rooms that each slowly progress you towards that long-term puzzle goal. And then the third gear is back here. Ooh. I freaked myself out with that... with hitting the gear against the wall. And then... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it needs more work. I forgot about this part. So there's a burner here. And we need to grab coal from this room. I don't know where that third journal is. I hope I didn't miss... Hope I didn't miss it. Daniel's starting to go insane because my sanity's too low, so he's talking to himself. He said that taste, that fragrance, Damascus rose. Those roses are... couldn't make it... shit. I'm gonna keep trying until I make this shot. You need 3 lumps of coal. Damascus rose are those pink flower petals that we've seen occasionally. You usually see them in flashbacks. You saw them very prominently in the very beginning of the game. Come on. No! Oh, well. Ah. Botching it all up. Oop. The burner's full. Yeah, 3 lumps of coal, and then you can burn that. And then finally hit the switch by the gears, and I think that's all you need to do to fix the machinery. Yes! Now, where is that third part of the journal? I don't want to miss part of it. Leaves a really shitty cliffhanger. Ah, hell. It's nowhere in here. Oh! It's right on the table.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
That was a much more threatening tone from Daniel than we've heard before. And desperate, too. But, makes sense. And now that we've solved the puzzle, this is when the room actually becomes kind of unsafe. I don't know if you can avoid those hits, which sucks. Just take some of my opium. I don't know if you would want as much opium as possible in this situation, or if you would want to be as sober as possible. I think I would opt for the former. I would want to be stoned out of my goddamn mind in this situation. Alright. So, the machine room is solved. Oh, I just realized this episode's gone really long. Ah, well. In the shadow, that red tissue is blocking off our path. So we can't backtrack. The only way to go now is forward. So we'll start the elevator up and see where it takes us. But where the elevator goes, we'll have to wait until next time to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.